So this week we talked about intro to SAMR, examples of SAMR, what is TPAC, more on TPAC, using the pedagogical wheel, integration of tech in classroom lessons, Webb's depth of knowledge, and Bloom's digital taxonomy. So the main thing that stood out to me this week was TPAC and SAMR. And they're both very similar to each other, but TPAC is a little bit more complex. It makes you have to think about a couple different things and to be able to implement it. And SAMR is kind of it is depicted as a ladder, and then it gives like a little short summary of what is acceptable to fit under substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. So TPAC is technology could be used. So technology could be used in the classrooms like a smart board, iPads, laptops, Chromebooks, cell phones. So that's examples of technology in the classroom. And then pedagogy is how you teach. And every teacher teaches differently to try to increase retention. And every teacher has a different approach to how they think information is retained the best. And that's their pedagogy. And then content. So content could be it's your discipline, so your subject area, but it's also the standards that must be covered by the state or the government. So that's content. So TPAC is technology, pedagogy, and content. Those are the main three concepts of TPAC. And SAMR is kind of a guide to implementing technology in the classroom. And it's substitution, augmentation, modification, redefinition. So substitution is putting some technology in that can be equally done without it. So an example of this would be writing a paper. You could write your paper on a computer, or you could write it by hand. That's straight substitution. No increase in learning necessarily by being able to type it on a computer. Augmentation is still kind of a substitute, but there's a little bit of slight improvement in the learning. So Google Doc could be an example of this, being able to communicate with classmates and get feedback on your work. So writing a paper, you post it, and then somebody edits it on Google Docs, and then they could be doing that as homework, and then they see it at home, and they can work on it at home and have it ready for class. So that'd be augmentation. Modification is a significant change for the better using technology. So I kind of use this example under augmentation, but using Google Docs, sharing, being able to get feedback, that would be a modification to a writing assignment or something like that. And then lastly in the list is redefinition, which is a complete change, completely new task. So I kind of see this as like Blackboard. You can see all the assignments, and you can see all the comments, and I think this qualifies under redefinition because it redefines the classroom, because traditionally you have to stay in a classroom to receive information for the class, and Blackboard allows you to be in the class and communicate even when you're not there. And I think that's what makes it qualify under redefinition.